What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more AFK Journey, and as you guys can see, we are changing accounts here today to what was formerly our Mauler Meme Team. Because we started our free-to-play over on the Tap, it's just getting too hard to handle all these different accounts, so sadly the Mauler Meme Team has kind of just died. But what this account does give us an amazing opportunity to do after we get all these splash screens is to see what a single copy of Mikola could do, because well, we haven't summoned for these heroes. And actually the one thing that's kind of cool, we might have been behind on season, but I could pick this account back up for next season and not feel like I'm completely behind, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get a single copy of Mikola here and see what she can do. Because we can kind of just see how she works with, you know, Odie. Who else we got? We got Alsa on this account. We got Soren. We have a lot of things. I do think in a lot of different game modes, good lord, we're gonna have so many pop-ups, guys. It's been forever since I've actually played this account. Like, it's been a very long time. At least a month, maybe a month and a half or longer. I guess we'll be able to tell by our residence level. Good lord, get out of here. There's no way I am spending a single dime on this account right here. And we're going to pity once again. I think we'll still max the hero out on this banner on this account later on, just in case we ever come back to it and maybe there's like a good way to like have catch-up mechanics or something. Right now though, whew, that dance, my goodness. So we got a single copy of Mikola right there, which is awesome. We're gonna hit that share button just so we get those free diamonds. Gotta love it. Gonna share it again right here just for not doing anything. And woohoo, we got our copy, which is our goal. Yes, I know there's all these. I know there's, look, just actually, you know what, hold on, 55 summoned 6,000 diamonds. I'll take it, man. I'll take it just for logging back in. Let alone, I'm sure there's crazy like catch-up mechanics we got to go through too. But you can see this is essentially where our heroes are at. I hate how whenever they do like big updates, this stuff refreshes all the time. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, like it gives you like the splash screens again too. So yeah, we've had some kind of stronger heroes. We didn't even have like our magic charms really leveled up. It looks like we can get some of our heroes up to 250. That's not saying much because first off, you have to remember on this account right here, this account, we were just early in on the season too. We weren't even like that far in on the season, I don't think, because this was, I think we started this like the week before seasons even came out, so we were like a full 2 months behind essentially. And you can see we have a very strong account. So what I want to do is I want to see is one copy of Mikola even on an account like this, which is a little bit more like feasible. It's more feasible for the average account. Let's see what happens in something like Dream Realm. Now, of course, we're going to rank absolutely horribly compared to the competition. Of course, this Necro Draken. That's not great. But we don't have an optimal team setup here. This is kind of the type of team we had been using previously. Let's see how it turns out. So I want to see what our damage looks like in the first place. And then we're going to try using someone like Mikola instead of maybe a second damage dealer to see how the survivability actually goes. I don't know if it's gonna be great. A single copy of Mikola, and I'm gonna show you guys why she can still be really good. It's because for attack buffing, just being in her core kit. Now, of course, if we got magic charms on her with like skill power and stuff, that would boost it up. I think we'll probably beat this challenge just from the few levels we got, although maybe not because it is Necro Draken. Luckily though, on an account like this, we had like the buffed up Coco. Ooh, all that damage almost killed everybody here, so we might not even get the kill. We lost the Smokey. The Rhynear goes down. Honestly, maybe not running the Rhynear is a better play too. Damage on Alsa and Odie, both really good. So here's the reason why I want to see in this situation is even getting a single copy of Mikola going to be worth it. Where are you down here? Mainly right over here. She of course increases the physical magic defense, which would help in this situation too, but she's giving 20% additional attack when we have control of the battlefield. So let's see what that looks like. I kind of want to try just dropping the Rhynear. I know that kind of sounds stupid. We'll try a couple different scenarios here and see what it looks like, because on this battle we should have control no matter what. Oh gosh, we barely have people inside. Yeah, maybe also will help control it, but she is going to provide more healing. I just don't know if a single copy is going to be tanky enough to deal with the AoE on a Necro Draken, and it kind of feels like it does. Plus, you got to remember too, we're providing more healing over time, so as long as we have the shields and we have the Coco damage reduction, we might not just instantly die. And between the Smokey and the Mikola, we might just keep our heroes alive a little bit better. That shield came over, and again, now we have 2 AoE healers. Surprisingly enough, Smokey is the one that died first, which is kind of crazy to think. So that's definitely not going to be a record right there. That was definitely a lower one. We only did what, 209 versus 225. So we could try doing this. I want to, of course, I think Reinier is definitely the play here. What if we use a single copy of Mikola to compare it to what the Smokey was doing? I don't know if it's going to be as good. Man, it's almost like that zone doesn't want to be there. Luckily, I don't think the boss is in that area at all. This is a good way to compare Mikola's healing overall compared to Smokey. And then you have to remember too, she's giving that physical and magic defense to herself and 2 allies, which are the front ones, it looks like, which means they're going to be able to take damage a little bit easier without dying. No, because in that situation, Mikola did die right there, so I don't think that's going to be as good. Yeah, it can be a useful tool for sure, but if we're talking about like early game Smokey versus her, I don't know if it's going to be the way to go. It seems like, I mean, we have to remember this is probably one of the worst ones to actually try it on. I do think on our account here, though, in a lot of situations, having a single copy can be useful. I just don't know if a lot of places it will. I will say, if you are running any type of team strategy that revolves around the Smokey pushing, so remember, if you're deficit pushing, which this account was, a lot of your deficit pushing is going to come from the Mythic Plus Smokey doing the damage. Everybody else on your team is literally keeping your team alive. So I think in that situation, like literally having a I think having a Mikola on your squad would actually help your survivability. Even beyond that, I feel like swapping the Mikola to the other side could be even better. The issue with a team like this is getting control of the center of the battlefield when we do that swap isn't really possible, because we need Mikola to be like the second all in. The only thing I could think is, do we have any other stall tactic type melee? Not really. I guess we could run Shakir, but Shakir is not at Mythic Plus yet, so he's not giving that damage reduction. I mean, heck, we could run something simple as this. But even then, we kind of need Smokey front and center. Like, there are options to make one copy of her be very, very useful. Because, again, in this situation, if you can keep her alive with other heroes on the battlefield, then, yeah, her healing can be good. But in these situations, the big downside of one copy on this hero compared to a lot of support heroes is the fact that she does want to run into melee range. Because she has a range of 1, that just sets her up for a lot of failures. So one hero could be useful in some situations, but I do not think this is a hero you want to just grab one copy of and sit on it. It's going to be a hero you want to bring to Mythic Plus. Actually, at least to like Mythic. Legendary Plus is probably what you really want. Mythic Plus, of course, adds some bonuses to your team that you don't necessarily need. And then Supreme Plus is kind of just more damage. I think Mythic Plus could be usable and viable. We'll see how that works out in this account, because I can't skip a Mauler hero. I have to go for it, even if I'm so far behind on this server. I bet you can actually see how far behind we are, because there is a receiving growth plan level 830 and I'm 250. So yeah, we were like literally top 20 in PvP and everything on this account. It just took too long to keep up with. So hopefully maybe at the beginning of next season we'll keep grinding and we'll keep going on this account. For the time being, we're gonna let pause, and it does seem like one copy, because of that one range melee on Mikola, makes her not as great as some other support heroes at a single copy. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know your experiences, if you had any good or bad experiences with one or a couple copies below Mythic Plus. I'll see you guys next time.